Are you struggling to add hyperlinks to your PrimeNG DataTable columns? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, but today, we're going to solve it together. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you want to enhance your data table, but can't figure out how to make those columns clickable. It's a common issue, and you're in the right place to find a solution. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I make the first column of all rows in my PrimeNG data table a hyperlink using Angular's router link? This is a great question, and it's something many developers want to achieve. To understand the issue, we need to recognize that PrimeNG data tables are powerful, but they can be tricky when it comes to adding custom functionality like hyperlinks. Let's break down how we can achieve this. Stay with me until the end, because I have a fantastic tip that will make your data tables even more dynamic and user-friendly. To add hyperlinks to the first column of a PrimeNG data table, the user should start by defining the data table in their Angular component template. This involves using the PrimeNG DataTable component and specifying the columns. Next, the user should modify the first column to include the router link. This can be done by using the Angular directive called router link within the table cell. After setting up the router link, the user should ensure that the data being passed to the data table includes the necessary properties. This means each row of data should have a link and display text. Finally, the user should test the implementation by running the application and clicking on the hyperlinks in the data table. This will confirm that the routing works as expected. Fun fact, did you know that hyperlinks were first introduced in the early 1990s? They revolutionized how we navigate the web, and now we can bring that functionality to our data tables. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests using the PrimeNG data table with a hyperlink in the first column. The user provides a code snippet that demonstrates how to set up the data table with a router link. They use the pDataTable component and define a p column for the name field. Inside the column, they utilize an ng template to create a hyperlink that navigates to a specified page, passing query parameters from the data. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative solution provided by a user involves using Angular's router link directive within the PrimeNG data table. They suggest creating a table cell that checks the column header. If the header is opportunity, it creates a hyperlink using router link to navigate to the details page based on the opportunity ID. For the DCN field, it similarly creates a link. For other columns, it simply displays the data without a link. Here's a pro tip. Always ensure that your routes are correctly defined in your Angular routing module. This will prevent any navigation errors when users click on your hyperlinks. And there you have it. You've successfully added hyperlinks to your PrimeNG data table columns. Remember, enhancing user experience is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.